Thank you for tuning into the Inside Sports Report right here on TV 20. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. Another successful CMSD National Signing Day event is in the books. The Cleveland Metropolitan School District Department of Interscholastic Athletics held a special event at East Professional Center for their deserving student athletes.
The Cleveland schools have seen over 175 student athletes come through to sign their national letter of intent. This year, I'm proud to say we have 30 student athletes. That'll bring our number to over 200.
Deciding where you would like to further your education can be the toughest decision for high school students. But these 2016 grads have made up their minds, and their families, friends, and coaches couldn't be more proud.
You know, as a coach, we always like to win. And when you see something like this today, that's winning in a lot of people's eyes. But when you're moving to the next level, that means you're dominating. And that's huge for us in the city of Cleveland. And that's the goal that I think that every coach in this city was in business to do this, what we're doing this morning. So thank God for the domination.
And while we rarely single out any one student athlete on this day, there is one I think deserves a little extra mention, and that's Demand Wilson. Demand is going to be signing a letter of intent to the United States Military Academy at West Point.
I'm really excited, man. I've been waiting for this for 4 years, man. It's finally on and popping now. I also thought about it like, do I really want to commit myself going to serving for my country? And I'm like, yeah, ready for it. And then I'm set for life. The benefits and everything.
As a parent, words can't even explain how proud Demand Wilson Sr. was for his son.
Oh, I'm very proud. It's a wonderful day. I knew I would see it. It's just really unbelievable to see it,
These student athletes work so hard day in and day out, and all their dreams are finally coming to fruition.
It was a long journey, man, but I'm glad that I can say I'm going to Heidelberg University, and I'm a major in business management. Plan to go all 4 years and finish it out.
I'm really proud of myself, making it through all this way. I'm glad to say I'm going to college on a full-ride scholarship. This is a day I dreamed of.
And for the first time in a while, there were 2 young ladies accepting Division I scholarships at the CMSD National Signing Day.
It was a great experience to be here today, and I'm just glad everybody came out to support us.
Yeah, I'm happy also. I enjoyed my time here today, signing the papers. It was real fun. It was a nice crowd here too.
And after playing basketball together since the 6th grade and becoming best friends, these young ladies will start a new journey in life on separate courts.
I'm going to miss playing with her because it's like we have that connection. We could just give each other that eye, and it's just like, oh yeah, I got you. So I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss not having her on the court right next to me.
One of the most important things that I want to say is never give up. Never give up. You have families, principals, teachers, a whole city that is behind you every step of the way. And we know that you will achieve greatness. And we're so proud of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
The Greater Cleveland Sports Commission has managed or attracted hundreds of events that have generated over $450 million of economic activity for the Greater Cleveland area. And the commission recently held their primary yearly fundraiser, the Sports Awards. The Greater Cleveland Sports Award celebrates the best in Cleveland sports during an unforgettable evening of sports tributes and highlights, exciting presentations, and your favorite sports personalities. And the awards are just as significant to the athletes as they are the Cleveland sports fans.
This is just a great event that brings, both some of our legend in sports back to Cleveland, and it really kind of capitalizes on some of the great sports moments that we've had in this town, and it really is just something we can all feel good about. You look around, these events don't just happen. This is a result of countless hours of work, of networking, and getting the whole community involved.
And speaking of the Cleveland community, this year, Cleveland native and former Heisman Trophy winner Desmond Howard had the honor of hosting this prestigious event.
So when I come back to Cleveland, all these things, they always pop back up into my head. It reminds me that this is where my roots, as far as athletics, started. It's a great sports town, very hungry for a championship. We don't care who. It could be the Browns, it could be the Cavs, Indians, we don't care who. And I love coming back here because I know how committed, passionate the fan base is for their sports team.
LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers' magnificent 2014-2015 season and finals run highlighted the night for a lot of Cleveland fans. Because if it's one thing we know, Cleveland fans want a championship. LeBron James won the Professional Athlete of the Year award, not only for what he accomplished on the court, but also what he means to Northeast Ohio. Cavs general manager David Griffin accepted the award on behalf of James, who also won the award in 2009. Although James couldn't be at the awards because the Cavs had an away game the next day, he had a special message for all the Cleveland fans.
First of all, guys, I just want to apologize for me not being able to attend this unbelievable event. But on behalf of myself and my family, my friends, and my foundation, and my kids, I just want to say thank you for awarding me this great award that we have here in Cleveland. So many recipients over the years have been able to accomplish this, and I'm just very grateful that I'm the winner this year. But this will not be a one-person award. This will be for anyone or everyone that has anything to do with LeBron James. I'm gonna sit this in my office with my foundation stuff for all my little kids that come through all the time to see it. And like I said, I wish I was there with you guys. Hope you guys have an unbelievable evening, and thank you so much.
Jim Chones, former Cleveland Cavalier, speaks on LeBron James winning the award and what he means to the game of basketball.
Oh man, he should win it every year because he's one of us. He's the most complete player in the modern era. He's a more complete player than Michael Jordan. He's a more complete player than Kobe. But he's different from both of them because he does more with the ball. He is our best rebounder. When he wants to rebound, and when he has to, he gets the ball. He runs the break better than anyone I've ever seen. And he knows everybody's defenses and offenses. He's the smartest player to ever play in our league. He's just a unique player. He is, everybody keeps trying to relate him to Michael and Kobe, and that's impossible because his game is more advanced than theirs. He does more with the ball. And if you've been watching us over the last 3 games since we've gotten Ty Lue, he moves well without the ball and he knows how to get open. He's just a smart player, and he's been smart ever since I've seen him play, and that's maybe since 7th, 8th grade. And it's an honor just to broadcast the games and see how hard he plays and how smart he plays every night.
Another big topic concerning the Cavs was the recent coaching change from David Blatt to Tyronn Lue. Although this change came mid-season and Blatt was on a winning streak, most people feel comfortable with the change.
You know what, I like Ty, and I'm a fan of guys who's played the game and they can come and bring that experience. He's played it at the highest level. He's won championships. He played against Allen Iverson, so he can tell you everything there is to know about the game of basketball. And I think LeBron has a great respect for him, and I think that's the most important thing. You got to have that team camaraderie, and you got to play for a guy you respect. If not, it's not going to work. I don't care how good you are, how many teams that you can play, that you can beat. Eventually, it's going to come to a point to where you're not going to be as successful as you think you should be.
Well, I've been calling him a young genius for a year now because he runs our defense, and our defense is number 2 in the NBA. He was loyal to Coach Blatt, never crossed that line. He waited patiently for his opportunity. I think some of the things that he does exceptionally well is he communicates. He's not too much older than LeBron. You know, he's really just a young kid, but he's tough. He's really a tough guy. He's not afraid to say something, and he understands how the game of today has to be played in order for you to be successful.
Good or bad, you can always count on someone to talk about the Cleveland Browns at the Sports Awards.
You know, we got that thing where every year is the next year for us as Browns fans, but I really think he was going to come in and he's going to bring that winning spirit to the city of Cleveland.
Okay, so do you like the whole switch up of the way we're doing it with the GM and the president and everything like that with Sashi Brown?
You know what? I'm not against it. I don't know much about it, but if it works, then great. If it doesn't, then hey, we got to go back to the old way of doing things. Right. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it works, and I'm not one of those people that are just going to shoot it down because it's not the norm. I love people who think outside of the box, and I think that if they can do it and be successful at it, you're going to see other people in the league that were saying it was a bad idea start to do the same thing.
This great event has so many memorable moments, but the most memorable one, in my opinion, had to be when the Cleveland Baseball Federation softball team that won the 2015 RBI World Series Championship won the Amateur Athlete of the Year award. Not only was this award presented to them by Michael Brantley and Jason Kipnis, the rest of the tribe made their way to the stage to help honor these young women and to take a selfie. But the award that so many people were excited to see was the Lifetime Achievement Award. The award recognizes a sports figure who has made a lasting impact on the Cleveland community. WKYC Channel 3 sports anchor Jim Donovan was the recipient of this very prestigious award. Donovan has been at WKYC since 1985 and has handled all of the radio play-by-play duties for the Cleveland Browns since 1999. He's definitely had a lasting impact on this community, and his peers say it was well-deserved.
I've known Jimmy since his first days when he was at the other station first. But Jim Donovan is the dean of broadcasters. And I wish he was doing television for the Browns. I really do. I just think that he's the best. He really is good. He brings an exciting brand of broadcasting now that he's doing the evening news. He's just happy, very passionate about his work, and highly professional.
Jimmy came here from Boston. He grew up in Boston. And when he came here, Jimmy would read so he could get rid of his Boston accent because he wanted to be a Clevelander. And obviously, you know, he worked for the networks. He did games with Namath and Chris Collinsworth. Then NBC lost the contract. But he wanted to stay in Cleveland because Cleveland grew on him. And there's nobody who wants to see the Browns win more than Jimmy Donovan on Sunday afternoon. And Jimmy kind of amplifies what Cleveland is. He's Cleveland tough. He went through the bone marrow transplant and with the leukemia, and I think it shows you that you know, when you come here, you get what the feel of this city's all about.
Jim is a great guy. I had the pleasure and the opportunity to work with him over at Channel 3 WKYC. Jim, I'm just telling you, man, keep doing everything that you're doing because this is just the beginning of what you're going to do. I know we're celebrating your legacy, but Jim, Jim has 30, 40, 50 more years of doing this thing. I love his voice. I love his charisma. Good luck, Jim. We're proud of you.
It was an amazing night here at the Greater Cleveland Sports Awards, celebrating all the athletes and some of the great moments in Cleveland sports. I want to thank the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission and all the Cleveland fans who support this event. Thank you. Thank you for tuning into the Inside Sports Report. Make sure you continue to tune in each and every week for an inside scoop on our Cleveland sports scene. And stay tuned for the bottom line up front with City of Cleveland Media Relations Director Dan Williams.